You can beat Maluca by completely stopping his combos, completely stopping them, and even having the Phantom help you, so let's get into it. Also, thank you so much for all these comments you see on the screen right here. Thanks for the positivity. Appreciate you guys watching and all the comments. Thank you guys. To make this fight easier, you'll want to use the Blowback Vengeance move that you see right here, and every weapon has this in the guard section. All you do is guard and then press your light attack button when there's a gap in their combo to interrupt them. It's become one of my favorite things to do. You can literally just stop them from attacking and then get your hits in, so you don't have to see the rest of their full combo and have to guard the rest of their combo. So that's one of the things you can do in this fight to really help you. Then for one of the best skills in the game, you can have the Phantom attack with you and help you during all your fights. What I did is I'd use the dual wield weapon and activate Phantom Sword Dance, which makes the Phantom attack with you during Whirlwind. This Phantom skill and the Blowback Vengeance skill helped me during the first phase without taking any damage. Here's the build I used to beat this boss. Pause the video if you like. If you guys are finding this useful so far, please drop a like and comment, and let's get into it. Even after one block, guys, press your light attack once, you can interrupt him with Blowback Vengeance. When you see that counterattack move while you're in the air, press your L1 and circle your counterattack buttons right away and you'll block it. Then I activate my Phantom Sword Dance to activate the Phantom, so when I do Whirlwind, he's with me now. We're waiting again for the right moment to do that Blowback Vengeance. There it didn't work, but after that second hit, it does work. You can go right into Whirlwind then. So after that second sword hit, you can do your light attack button to activate Blowback Vengeance. Then you get some combos off right there. He does these big moves where he does a shockwave. Again, that's why I love that Blowback Vengeance to interrupt him. It didn't work there, but right after that second hit, like I said, there it works. You stun him, we go right into Whirlwind. And we do so much damage because we have the Phantom with us. There, when you see that counterattack move, like I said, when you see that while you're in the air with Whirlwind, you can just mash that L1 and circle button. Well, not mash it, but press it as soon as you get down, and you'll catch him. That's what worked for me every time. He also does that big shockwave move, easy to block, you can go right into a combo. You can even use Deafness, which makes you dodge after attacking. I'm not comfortable with it yet, but it's extremely useful for having a nice flow to your fights. Also with that counterattack move, look for the sword in the front. Don't worry about that sword in the back. And there you go. Finish phase 1 without taking any damage. You guys will do very well as well with you using Whirlwind and Phantom Sword Dance. This phase starts with that big move on the ground, then a shockwave move. Then just run back or dodge back. When you see that Samurai blue move, just mash the dodge button and you'll be fine there. When you see him flip back and that big debris wall come up, he goes into this huge combo string. Don't worry about the last delayed hit. He does a last delayed hit like Blade Phantom does, because if you just dodge normally and you see he's still winding it up, you have time to catch yourself and block that delayed hit. After that long combo string, he'll then do more sword hits, so watch out. His window to attack him is very small, but I'll give you guys a tip later to take away a lot of his combos so you can attack him more. Then he'll put his sword to the side and he'll dash at you with these shockwave moves that build up something called Chaos, which limits your health bar. So just make sure to block that. You can block all of that. You also see this from him, these Whirlwind moves, these spin moves, horizontal and vertical. After he did that, he then did a grab move, so watch out. When he sheaths the sword, he can also do these 2 flips, and on the third one he attacks you. Then he goes back into the shockwave moves. Something else you'll see from him is grabbing those 2 big weapons on his back, who go into very easy to dodge or block shockwaves on the ground. You can also just run away, like I am there. There's a window to attack him. He also does these moves where he does shockwaves. He does this for a long time. Easy moment to block him and drain his poise bar. What you'll also see him do after the shockwave moves is he could also do this right here, where he does these Whirlwind moves in the air. Kind of like the move he was just doing, except he doesn't slam his weapons down, he spins in the air. Then this is that big tip I wanted to share with you guys, where you could take away a lot of his combos. Just stay close to him, because when I did that, I don't see the rest of his sheath moves, where he does that chaos spin on you. Those spin moves where he dashes at you. Now you may notice that Blowback Vengeance move didn't interrupt his combo. So you have to do that once he finishes his whole combo string now. So unlike phase 1, where the Blowback Vengeance move interrupted him, it doesn't do that here. It only does it at the end of his combo. So that's when I do the Blowback Vengeance move, and then go into your Whirlwind move. So go into your Whirlwind move after you finish Blowback Vengeance, or just at the end of his combo. When you stay close to him, he's going to do those counter strikes too. But again, focus on the sword in the front, not the sword in the back. That's a good time to use your Ruthless move, if you guys are running the dual wield build here. But even if you don't have my weapon, make use of that counter strike, which is what it's called when you do that Blowback Vengeance move. After he blocks, quickly do your light attack button. But for the most part, he showed me a lot of phase 1 combos, which I like more because they're just easier to deal with. See how that goes, guys? You can't do that right away. At the beginning of phase 2, you have to deal with all those phase 2 moves. But then after he does a bunch of them, stay close to him and just see how it goes for you guys. The rest of this fight is me using that whirlwind and the phantom sword dance. And at the very end of the fight, you guys may have noticed I use some deafness. That's when you can close the distance fast and you can dodge while attacking. That's when you hold forward and press X or A on Xbox. And there you guys have it. And if you guys found this video useful and helpful, please drop a like and comment so the video does better and sends it out to more people so we can help them too. And thanks for watching.